Hi, I'm Jim Juback and welcome to my Trend of the Week video. I'd call the trend, everybody, especially automakers, wants more chips. The news stories are out of GM and Ford. Ford announced a collaboration with a chip foundry called Global Foundries, a big competitor with Taiwan Semiconductor, to give the automaker access to more chips for its cars because there's a real shortage. GM, same day, announced that a collaboration with 7 chip makers, but they're trying to reduce the number of chips, not the value of chips in the car, but reduce the number of chips by about 95%. These are both long-term goals. What's really interesting here is that I think if you want to play this, the big winners are going to be the chip equipment makers. So Global Foundries recently announced that it's going to spend, that it has already spent $725 million in the first half of 2021. That's about 3 times what it spent in that same period in 2020. So we're talking about a lot of capital spending, which goes to people who make chips. So here's Ford. You notice that this is one of my favorite stocks on the turnaround in Ford. But the announcement today really hasn't done much of anything for Ford. General Motors, again, roughly following the same pattern. But again, today's announcement hasn't done much for them. Basically, the reason for that is that while it's a good long-term story, it's a very long-term story. Global Foundry is up about 2% today. This is a relatively recent IPO. Not a big enough player, I think, to be formidable competition to Taiwan Semiconductor. So the place I'd like to be is actually in stocks like these. Applied Materials, you notice that's up today on the news, but also just the trend. ASML Holdings. And if you're looking for chip plays, particularly, I would look at NXP Semiconductor, that's NXPI, and Infineon, IFNNY, as companies that really focus on chips and are both part of the GM consortium to do more chip design. If you'd like to read more of my stuff, my free site, jubackpicks.com, you can find that link down below. If you want even more of my stuff, 6 portfolios instead of 3, more stock picks, everything I write, you can subscribe, and that's jubackam.com, and that's also down below. Thanks for watching.